Got it? Okay, welcome everybody. It's live streaming. We start, stand straight, and bow. So this afternoon, it's just the two of you, so we can try to each be on his level. We're gonna do warm up together. We walk on the blocks, all of them, and then free practice. We're gonna go over all of your routine, everything you're doing in the morning, and same for you and Ricardo is joining us. Yeah. So I'm gonna wait a moment and let him do the warm up as well. Clear the little plan, we're good? Yeah. Good. Come in, Ricardo. Okay, now horse, riding stance. Yes, come in. Okay, in a neutral stand, shake out. It's very hot today, so a little exercise before we actually warm up. Just start swinging your arms. Swing the chi, rotate around the spine. Now the back hand is slapping down on your kidneys all the time. The hand in front is going to gradually travel higher, higher. Just for your coordination, keep swinging, slapping. All the way up to the shoulder and down. Back hand still slapping on the kidneys. Front hand traveling down. Good. Hands over your head, 9 squat. Good. Knees to elbows from the outside. That's one. We're doing 9 repetitions. And once you're done, push-up position. 9 push-up. And hold in a plank position. Good. Stand. Same thing. Now prison squats. So same thing, squat, but jump. 2, 3, as high as you can. Nine times. Good. Back in the plank. This time knees to elbows from this position. That's 1. Keep low, keep low. And relax. This time the push-ups, not wide, very close to the body, like that. 9. One more time in a plank, this time elbow. very easy to get warmed up on a day like that. If you're joining us now, we're experiencing 589 degrees in Thailand. So hot. I'm sure they're warmed up already. 10 seconds more. And relax. Stand up. Shake up your arms. And let go. Shake. One last time. Good. Take a sip of water if you have to. 1 minute, we start again. Warm? Yeah. Feeling warm? Yeah. Okay. Start with very simple exercise. Left foot forwards. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Again. Jab, cross. Good. Come. Inner block, inner block. Inner, inner. Come, walk, walking. Inner, inner, inner. So we call it inner block. Try to get the bones. Try to get the forearm. If it's boxing, Muay Thai, they wear gloves. They call it peri. They touch the wrist, right? Like that. We try to go a little bit deeper, but his rhythm of punching is very good. He's not really going to my face. Okay, direction is good, the block is good, but it's not very dangerous. So start with that. Just get walking around, get the inner block first. Let's try. Okay, I will punch. Good. Let me look at them for a moment. You change? You both punch, both block? You tried both? Yeah? Okay, easy. Next one. Yes. Upper block, okay? Not inner, 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 but upper, upper. Come closer, yes. Okay, try it with the upper block. Upper block, upper block. You're blocking also? Yes, keep the punch. Ah, they're alternating.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, feel this one. It's a little bit close to the face, so it's on the wrists. Maybe a little bit deeper. not here.
Oh, you mean I'm too close to myself?
Both of us, it's too close, and then we hit it on the wrist.
Okay.
Try to catch it a little bit more outside
Yeah.
on this one. Yes. Punch.
Yep.
Okay, good. What are we forgetting? What are we not doing? So, inner block, good. Upper block, good. Step out. Yeah. So, start with inner block. Go inner block, step out. Again, upper block, step out. Okay, you can go, move free. If you're just moving free, if you punch, you can step out on the first one, the second one will still come. This is a good, actually good example. So you always want to catch the first one and go where the power goes. Yeah? So try to move, try to find. Okay, block, step out. Block, so step out. Sometimes use inner and upper. I punch.
I punch?
I punch.
Okay, you punch. Here. Okay. Nope, that was the other one.
Can use the inner one also.
Yeah, inner is easier. Trouble with this one.
You know what we're doing in the
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
show me. The step most correctly. Do it with me. Do it with me. Left, right, again. Look. Just this. 1 foot. 1 foot. Okay, and right, left. Here is no need to completely drag out. You just stay there. Try again. Okay, good. So we did the inner block and we did the upper block. We have 2 more blocks, but they're low. So assuming somebody is actually punching you, again, left, right, inner, upper, again, inner, up, go. See, when he's not punching, I'm like drawing an infinity in front of me. That's the height and it's my center line. So I'm always talking, it's the same diagonal. If you can visualize it, it's the same diagonal. So of course you want to come with 2 hands, but technically, don't try it in your Muay Thai gym. It's not going to work because they pull the punches back and it's completely different. But try just to understand 1 hand, control the center line, and you can move, step. Try. Let me try other side. So punch. Sorry. Yeah. You crane very hard with this, very good, but you still don't use this. Follow,
Yeah.
follow, follow. Good. Let me see if I forgot something. Okay, good. Which block we prefer? What is better for me? If you hit me with the right, I can inner block, hit me again, upper block. What is actually better for me? Second one. Why?
Because you're outside.
If I do this, see? If I do this, hit. Always step to the outside. When we're doing 1, 2, 1, 2, be careful to go out on the 1. Because if you punch 1, 2 here, he's still going to come with the 2. So when you do this, you really need straight away. Okay, if you go out on the 1, don't do this because he's in a better position. If you go out on the 1, straight away. If you move on the 2, 1, 2, okay, the power is already gone because the power is in the back. This 1, 2 is going to come with power. Okay, move around a little bit. Try it one more time. Free, whatever block is coming. Try to not get caught. Actually, 1, 2. It's small. It's actually, at the end, it's so technically small.
Yeah. Yeah, we both really like.
Yep, boxing. I punch. Oh. It's left first. Also can do now.
Huh?
Can also do that.
Yeah. This one was heavy.
Good. Any questions about the blocks? Everything works better when you do, if you come punch me straight there, one. You have to slip out a little bit because then it's going out. If you stay here, stuck, punch, much better, much better. So I just want you to slip, punch with the right footwork. Here, one, other side. Now. Okay, try this. You try, this is okay, go for jaw. It's easier to slip out. But the footwork, not dragging, just side step, side step, side step. And then inner block, upper block. But on the footwork first, yeah? Try. Always back, back. So from here, okay, here, step and back, step, back, step, simple. Yes. Good. Can you step into the side? Do it again. Yes, more like that. If you go in there, punch me. From there. I'm going there. I'm too far. So I go diagonal. Here. Okay, stay a little bit close. So it's not on the line, it's in front. Hands down.
Oh. I can't have my hands down.
It's good instinct. Now bring the blocks up. Oh. Good. Okay, this one clear? Now try last one when I do the footwork correctly. So don't speed up, but a little bit more pressure. I'm going to use both blocks on the same side. So as you punch me one, let's start here. 1, 2, no,
Again.
yes, just from here, sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I'm using both my blocks. Step, inner, other side. So first the inner and step, this comes under and change. Try. We'll try. Inner and then the upper from under. Inner first,
Oh.
and then the upper from under. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Slow. Hit me. Hit me. Hit. Hit. You understand why? Sometimes the power still goes in. So if you just inner block me,
Yeah.
at some point it will be too strong and
Yeah.
you'll still hit.
Yeah.
This is why you try with all the two hands, with all the body. You punch me there, punch hard. It's almost like an X block from under.
Yeah.
No, that's cheating. You punch me, you're doing this.
Yeah, it's easier. Just use the momentum. Yeah.
We should be in a way, like, I'm getting surprised, my hands are coming up. It can happen. You really punch someone, this might not be enough. And that's your instinct anyway, to change.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You tried? You good? Huh?
Is just the upper and inner, or
First inner.
first inner, upper, inner?
Yeah, if you punch me right, I go inner, and then I slide.
Oh, okay.
So when you punch,
Oh, okay.
sometimes punch is too hard for, you see, still hit it. So you need two hands here, here, and easy to switch.
Okay.
Punch,
Also, this is actually not a block, it's an attack.
yeah. The block is 1, 2, then change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Try again. Inner, under, yes. Try to get almost, look my hands. Same time, because it's when punch is too powerful. Like, same time, almost same time. Yeah. Let's try one more time. Good. Any questions about the blocks? Have questions or you got it? Yeah. This, when you just practice a lot, it becomes, okay, if you just come again, 1, 2, 1, 2, just from here. Okay? It's just my inner blocks. Okay, I'm in a shell. I'm taking punches, my shoulders are up a little bit, but it's all happening here. Yeah, it's all happening here. Otherwise, it's a long, unnecessary punch that's different. But mostly, center line. Yeah? Good. Let's have a little break, sip of water. The next part of the class is more free practice. I'm gonna go over with you anything you want to train. Samchen, Xuanyang, Qigong. If you have any question, you ask me. 30 minutes. Yeah? You can also ask Priska. It's crazy hot. I think our audience wants to see the camera, lady, for once. No? No. Right. You want to start with this one? Some Chen, you remember? Let's have a look.
Maybe you will show me once again.
You learned it from beginning?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do one together.
Yeah.
Step in. Yeah. Again, bring the hands in, step in, breathe in. And now grip. Rotate the shoulders back and then turn. Yes. We're going to do the same thing, stepping back. Now, yes. Yes. Let's do this one again. Once you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Shuffle back, the hand fold in front. And yes, but this more correct, but now it's almost on the same line. So push me. Ah. And then just go back. Finish. Again, together. Not doing the some chin face and heavy breathing, the diaphragm breathing, because I'm also wearing a mic. So just like more about the memory first.
Yeah.
Don't step too far. Stay with me. Yes. Now 3 steps back. Yeah. Yeah? Think you can remember? You have a question? Okay, you want to look at your Swanyang or partner routine?
Yeah.
Which one?
From the beginning.
This Swanyang. Let's look. Let's look. This one you must remember. Huh? How much did you learn? You start from here. This is lesson 1, yeah?
Yes.
This you learned? You learned?
This one.
No? Okay, let's go for this.
This one? Yeah, for sure.
This for sure. So let's start from here. breathe in, step, punch, back. This time 2 shoulders plummeting down. Breathe in and out. Okay, let's stay with this for now. See if you can remember that. And we look for yes. And then back stance. Come back, triple punch. Finish. Where are we? From here. It's always more center line. Again. Yes. Step, step. Yes. One more time, and then I want to show you some things. So opening the cross, breathe in, push out from shoulder height, breathe out. Breathe in, general carrying is seal. Yes. Breathe out. Breathe in again here. 2 shoulders plummeting down. Breathe out. Now here, only from the hips, not as high as possible, just chinging. Golden scissors. And then again, you step into that. Yes. You see, yes, and it's coming back parallel to the ground. Good. And then step in again. Up. And breathe out. Good. Let's show me once. I'll show you a few things. Yes. Oh, okay. This one. So you go in here. How are you coming back? Yes. The first thing you did is clipped your hands. Now stand in front of me, like that. No, do that. Yeah. Chi cannot go here. Around, nice and round. So when I do this, I connect here, not there. And then I'm almost carrying somebody as I'm going back. Right? So here, here, yes. And then here. Step. And step. Up and block. Yes. Good. Now there's something that I see that I didn't teach you yet, but this is actually the moment to teach it. It's the hunching of the back. When you see them do it, or when you see me do it, at the end of every move, I'm gonna hunch my back. If you breathe out all the way, just like, you think you're out, and then you go. It takes a little bit more out. That's kind of the movement that you're looking for. So the lower back is still tucked. Your hips are rotated forwards. Your lower back is straight. It's mostly the shoulders are kind of collapsing inwards. And you get this curl. Why is this important now? When you do from here, you step in, and we do that. The intention is to end with your forearms parallel and then hunch. Now when I step in, I just correct the hunching of my back and my hands are in place. I don't do that. So now it's part of the technique, so we go back and we teach it from the beginning. So on every move almost, from here, you step in, hunch at the end. Come back. This is horse riding stance, but when you do that again, golden scissors, just at the end, round my back. Yes, step in, breathe in, big circle around the shoulders, and now I end parallel, but I'm hunched. And I move forwards, and I just correct my posture. Yes, and now, there you go, breathe out. And try this a few times with all that in mind. It's quite a few details. Back stance. Good. Tell you a few things. This one, this is what we did now. If you come left, right, it's this, tuck, tuck. So it's circular block, left with left, block, block. If you do it in the height of the eyes, it's perfect. Block, block. But it's not very big. It's like one move, and next. Because you go 1, 2, right? So this is 1. What else was there? Ah, when you do back stance, you see this line? Always stay on line. I also, I'm looking for a line when I do it. Okay, but this stay shoulder wide. So from here, maybe you need on the same line, depending on you how far you can go, and then you close this and you straighten this. Just more important, the line. Stay on the line. Are you going like that? Just stay here. Same line. And then close. So I move from here. Same, just the line. And so this, back stance. Then you do your turning. So you're going from here, and then you're turning with the block. Yes, show me. Show me. Yes. Again, triple punch, and do it again. Step. Step on the triple punch. And block again, same block. Yes. You see, you're doing it from here. 1, 3. Here, you're blocking with this hand, so you're going like this. But I let it fall down, and then when I turn, I pull this back. I have a lot of momentum. Yeah. If you're coming from here, short block. Let them fall. Yes, more power on it. And it's also this one. It's not stay there. It's pull. Just let the hands move so you can bring power in. Good? Very good. Yeah, figured it out. Let's see one more time. Yes. Good. So for every step that you're taking, when you're in a bow and arrow, this knee locked. I step in, like walking meditation, and I straighten this one. All the way. Good. Do you have any questions there, or? You're gonna come next morning again?
Maybe, yeah.
Master is gonna be back already, so. And more, you met them, Kyle?
Yes.
They're also coming back tomorrow. Okay, you said you learned your partner routine?
Yes.
Yes? You want to try?
Yes.
Okay. So it starts the same, but not on the same line. So you stay, yes, small like that. And, wow, start the same like sunshine. Now we're on the same line. Step in, step with the right, step with the left. Shaolin punch. Shaolin punch. Step in from under. 1, 2, 3. You learn that? Back to back. Almost. And left. Down. Yes. Yes. Step in. 1, 2. Finish. One more time. You want to do from the 1, 2, 3 because when you turn,
Yes.
with the right foot forward.
Yes.
And 1, 2, 3. Hook. There, back to back. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And step 1, 2. Grind. Finish. It's the same grind like you salute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. Finish the routine. Let's try again. Stay a little bit closer. Step. Again. Do the steps. Shaolin punch. Under. 1, 2, 3. Back to back. Left. Right. And bang. Yes. Better?
Yes.
Good. When she's finished, try it with Priska. No, really. See if you remember.
Yeah.
Yep. Shaolin punch. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Can I do it with you once? Just look the footwork
Yeah.
at the end. After we do 1, 2, 3, you don't step yet. So once you did this, you land left, you change right, and you finish. Trust me. Yeah, left, change to right, and just back to horse right instead. Yes. I don't know why it was also complicated for me. Can we just do the 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3, back to back. Then
Because you bring the left in the front.
we make it 1, 2, 3. So I land with this. I land on the right, but I don't pull back. 2, 3. And continue, right? Now you're with the, there you go, that's the footwork. Okay, good guys. If you don't have any questions, we can go and have tea. Buddha-san is there and he's gonna do weapons after. Ricardo, let's just bow out if you don't mind. Just line up just for a moment. Straight. Good job. Let's have some tea. Thank you. Already in search of a straight sword? Seriously? You didn't see? Ah, no, I was wrong, sorry. It's a piece of the tea.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like,
it just came, yeah, part of it kept coming out. I don't know why I focused on it. No, no, not that I'm aware of. The tea guys are coming back different than when Master Ian's coming back. Hey, good to see you,
it
Luigi.
was planned for today, no?
Yeah, yeah, he said he has an appointment at 5.
I brought tea for you guys.
Oh,
It's cascara. It's the skin of coffee bean,
okay.
Okay.
and apparently it's good for joints and stuff like that.
Awesome.
I
Thank
believe
you.
it contains caffeine.
Yeah, I would think so.
Most tea contains caffeine, no?
It's not tea, though. It's the husk of a coffee bean.
But you can use like.
But you can
as a
roast it
tea.
like a tea, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, help yourself to tea, everyone. Still quite hot, unfortunately. Do we have a mic?
Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, because I was told that sometimes they can't hear us. Specifically my mom. Good to see you, Ricardo. Glad you can make it. How are you?
Fine.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so hot.
So, it was not simple to drag myself to training in this heat.
No, this heat is no joke.
Sometimes I just, it was so cold in the morning and sun's coming out and you just want to train, you want to warm up.
yeah.
You just want to, some days it's like, oh snap, take another shower.
Yeah, I was sweating buckets before I came down here, just doing sit-ups.
Yep.
No, you're-
Same as way I did it in my room with the fan. I was like, that's it better.
Exactly, yeah, right in front of the fan.
I have an aircon, but it's like almost like I'm losing the point of the exercise, like standing in your room and breathing aircon.
Yeah.
Not, no.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not. There's some tea, if you two want some.
I think all of us should just train in their room. Like that you do the live stream and we train in our room.
Mhm.
All your life.
Is that like a Zoom call?
We should do that.
Do you guys know when Johnny is coming back and Dimitri? Hello? Hello?
I don't think they
Do you
even
know when
them.
Johnny and Dimitri is coming back, you know? You don't know? I thought today.
Apparently not.
Okay. If you guys are watching,
They told me 2 weeks, then Dimitri told me forever. So you know, my informations are not really good either.
no, he texted we wanted to come back, but it's going to be another day, so it's going to be Sunday, something like that. They're supposed to be pretty much back.
Already.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because
Yeah, Johnny.
when they left, they were like,
Unsure, yeah.
yeah, well, because when he first went, he said, oh, we're going to go camping for a week. Do you want to come? And I said, oh, maybe. And then he's like, oh, we're going to go for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I definitely can't do that. Oh, that's okay. We're going to be good. And then now it's only been a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but last time when you guys went, it was 5 days, and
Yeah.
it was a lot.
Yeah.
You could feel it.
Huh?
You
No,
could
but
feel
also
it.
you guys, I saw you when you came back, like you came back from 1 month in the military, you know, bags and tired, and it's a lot of 5 days.
Weapons and
Well-
camera and 200 gigabytes.
Well, yeah, the only thing that was nice about that trip is the last night, the last day, it was traveling, but there wasn't, like we went to that, Pumong,
Document?
yeah, Pumoing village, which is on Pumoing Mountain. You know, they're all right by Pumoing waterfall. you know how it is over here, yeah.
It's a very, yeah.
And like, other than the fact that we were just traveling all day and not really getting substantial food, it was pretty relaxed. Because then we went to the town of Fang and had dinner with Hunter,
Yeah.
and his wife and a couple other people,
Yeah, it was
which was,
more holidays.
yeah, it was nice because it was chill, but unfortunately the music was so loud there and you couldn't have a conversation with anyone. And for whatever reason,
That loud.
yeah, Hunter and his family and their group, they like chose the seat that was closest to the stage. I think when they showed up, there was no one performing. You know, one of those. You're like, oh, that spot looks really nice. And then 10 minutes later, yeah, the loud music
Also,
comes out, and you're like, oh.
when it
I'm
comes
on
to
top of the
speakers here, there's still more quantity than quality.
Yeah,
They're just gonna bump your ears. It's not about the quality. They're gonna make you deaf.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah. Yeah, get to those unhealthy decimals. Thinking that's what. Oh, just turn it up. It's like,
Well, when you drink a lot, it works.
yeah,
Just you know, why invest in quality when you can invest in alcohol?
yeah.
maybe it makes people drink more then. Who knows?
When you don't drink, it's quite impossible.
It's difficult to enjoy yourself in that environment. Yeah.
It's a bit too loud.
This coming from a 1990s raver.
Yeah. Oh, the 90s were a long time ago.
Don't I know it?
They were born in the 90s, those people.
Some weren't even born in the 90s. Some were 2002.
Yeah, 2002.
2002.
And
2000. When's your birthday? You just had it. When's your birthday?
My birthday in August.
August. Ah, okay. August 18th. Okay.
Oh, that's a
Leo.
good one. August 18. I'm August 10.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
If it was the 18th, it'd be better.
And
But,
this number, you can play around with it. It's not that, it's not that bad.
Oh, there's more tea if anyone wants it. In case you're not warm enough.
Still on the Tantau.
Well, we could change, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah. So,
Depending on them.
yeah, Luigi's learning the Tantao. You know the routine, yeah?
Mhm.
But we can polish it up. Right? Yeah.
I've seen a video.
Yeah, we saw the video. Except for in the video,
I didn't see.
Oh,
Instagram.
it's on Instagram.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm not either. I saw through hers.
Fair, fair.
You know, like, but you did it with so the camera's reversed.
I don't know.
Yeah, you did it so your phone, instead of the camera, so you could look to see that you were lined up right.
I like selfie mode.
Yeah, in selfie mode, but then it reverses. So it looks like you're doing it with the left hand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, unless you are.
No.
No. No, it still looks good though. But it was hard for my brain.
Yeah, it just broke his brain. He was like, why is he doing it with the left hand?
Why are the buildings the other way in the background?
Is this another dimension or?
yeah. What's
That's
going
a-
on here? Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
challenge to do the routine, any routine, on the left side.
I
That's a
tried the
brain.
Shrink Tao, but it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, it's double-handed. Yeah, you try to do the Tantau routine that you know very well. Take the Tantau and do it left. It's a brain fucker.
I tried because we had like, I don't know how many left-handed we had like
Oh,
few months
we
ago.
had more lefties than righties in the
Yeah.
class.
And so they were like, how you do it? And I was like trying to explain it.
Mm.
So it was,
Hard on the. This we had Craig.
mm.
He was like naturally lefty, but he learned to do it on the right. So he was teaching generally on the right, but when somebody is a lefty, he was like, okay, you just take it. And
Yeah, and you could
and he
switch
had
it.
Jan, and they just try to do all the Swanyang, all the routines from both sides. It's very difficult actually.
Oh, really? Oh, I should try that.
Xuanyang on the other side.
Yeah,
And
I did that
Some
with.
moves are exactly the same, like you said, but all the beginning is different.
Yeah.
It's
Just
takes
decided
you
to
out.
the sun.
Everything is so
Everything.
different.
I don't even know.
That's the thing. Even the double daggers, it's a twin weapon, but if you change,
The salute side, everything, you
Mhm.
don't have
Everything-
orientation anymore.
yeah, everything's different because it's a.
Yeah, it's a really right-handed art.
And then you're coming in and everything's leading with the right, finishing with the
It's
left.
completely mirror. There's no point like trying to.
And
It's completely.
there'll be parts that will be easy, but those initiating steps just make the brain go, wait, what?
Your
It's good practice though.
Yeah, I think like you have to isolate your muscle memory because it's gonna take you places. You need to kind of relearn it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you just flow, it will go to the where you naturally go.
Yeah. Before you know it, you're doing it with the other side.
Yes.
Yeah. 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 I've done this even with, and this is a good tip, always practicing at different angles.
This.
Yeah, so when I first started learning the weapons, I'd always face the same way down there, right? I'd always face to the east. And so every time I'd be working, I'd always work towards the east. But then we had to demonstrate it in class, in one of the instructor classes. And we weren't facing east anymore.
Right, that's it.
And I couldn't.
Orientate.
I was with the staff, as simple as the staff, but I just couldn't get. Plus, you have all the
Totally
senior
understand you.
all the senior teachers watching you, Master Ian's watching you, and it was just like, I don't know what's going on. You know, I didn't obviously know the routine very well.
It was pretty much the same. When I needed to go out to find the lines, I always started facing the sunrise, and then Dave would be just face the banana tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go look at the banana tree, but I'm always there. So the first time I tried to do it outside, I was like, "Where's my banana tree?" I wasn't like, "Okay, that's not 45. That's somewhere."
Some schools they say just work on your strong side, and others they say yeah you should be able to
Do both.
do both. And what is the belief here?
It's a good one. If you can do both equally, you're superior.
Yes, of course.
You're something special. Nobody actually operates on the same level on both sides. It's very, very rare. It's even rare when people are lefties. So, yeah.
Is it better to have like 50-50 or one side like 100% good?
Not 100, but I would have a leading side. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it kind of depends too on what your objective is.
Yes.
You know, in some of the Jeet Kune Do that Bruce Lee would teach, he would really specialize on you. Oh, you're good. You're good with your right hand. Okay, we're gonna get you to be awesome with your right hand. We're gonna get you to block well with the left. Maybe do a little feint, but we're gonna work that right hand. He was really big in that. But I think it was mostly from a self-defense.
Perspective.
Yeah, like, okay, what do I know I'm really good at? If I'm really good at something, maybe a certain type of kick or certain type of strike, most situations, if you're really good at a particular type of strike, you're going to beat someone who can't fight. You're going to beat someone who maybe isn't trained but can kind of fight, but you have just a wicked left hook. And you know how to get into position. You know, you can throw some other punches, but your left hook is what you've been working. And you've been working techniques to get it in, and it's a finisher. But if you're looking like lifestyle, and you want to create harmony and balance, like the Kung Fu way,
It's more complete.
you're going to have more harmony and balance if you're learning to strengthen both sides. And I would say, and this of course is just my interpretation. I know there's people with more knowledge than me who would have a different interpretation, but you know, Kung Fu is a lifestyle that incorporates a fighting art. This is kind of how I interpret it, at least. Instead of like a fighting art or a fighting style used for combat sports or used for certain purposes. So it's all about finding this yin-yang balance and harmony, and then you're also learning these kind of deadly techniques of fighting, but hopefully you never have to use them because they're deadly. You know, you're hitting someone in the throat really hard, you're hitting someone in the groin really hard, you're hitting someone in the organs, you're breaking the joint locks. I mean, these are
Mm-hmm.
these are hospital type stuff. This isn't, and not to take away from fighting sports at all. I don't want it to sound like kung fu superior in some way, because fighting arts. Yeah, fighting arts. I mean, people who fight professionally, those people are beasts, male or female. I mean, they you take the littlest tiny female, and I'm sure she could just crush me, because they do it all day, every day, and they're training. And
But in sport, they address it a little bit differently.
yeah, it's true.
They go orthodox, or they change to southpaw.
Yeah,
Like when you go to every school, you go fighting position, most likely left foot forwards. Always left. Because why? Most people right-handed, so the power comes on
Yeah.
the second one. So in self-defense, maybe you have to address it. It's even more deep because 90% of people don't really know how to fight.
yeah,
90% of people are also right-handed.
yeah, right.
So they're gonna attack with the right, bro. It's
Yeah.
very, very likely that they're gonna attack from the right. So yeah, you're blocking with left or with a strong, like, upper block. So you have to address a stronger side. Don't forget about your left. But there's enough coordination exercises that you can do. Separately to self-defense, you want to be like developed equally, of course. But it's not very realistic. It's not very realistic. Your response time is not the same on both sides, and if you make it your goal to be perfectly equal, you probably can do it. But
Yeah,
it's
you have
mostly not the goal.
lead side, I guess.
Everybody have a lead side. Everybody have a lead side, and for the most part, it's right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can even tell when you're doing one-legged routines or one-legged, like warm-up. Which one do you have more stability on? Right? Almost everyone always has one, and it's usually the right. that they're
Somebody
more
asked
stable
me
on.
here, I remember my answer, but I'm not doing it anymore. Because of that, when we do the same thing, I always would start with the left. Just like if I say do 9 squats, do it 9 times on each side, I always would start with left. Because it's weaker, so it starts stronger. But again, I forgot about it.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good training technique.
Yeah, try to start with your weak side.
Yeah, if you're doing strikes too, right? Go with that weak side first. Yeah,
But
yeah.
nobody wants to go with the weak side. They are experienced, like, I'm strong, I'm punching, I'm strong, right?
All the more reason to do it, right? Because we are weak in it.
You tell you, when is the last time you saw me throw 100% punch? No, not really. Not on the bags, not on people, not just like, just to know if I'm on 70 or 80, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what time do we have over here?
We have 52.
52. Oh, we got a little bit of time. Any questions, any thoughts, any stories?
Yeah, why I cannot watch the iron rulers on my link?
I don't know.
Help me out.
Yeah, why can't
Oh,
you?
did they change the name of it?
What? No, it says iron rulers.
Yeah, because they changed the name of the.
Something's wrong with my link. It takes hours to. Let's see. It should be there.
Now we're just dealing with some tech issues.
Advanced weapon.
Yeah. Did I hear something about you were having some Muay Thai fights?
No,
Oh,
I
did
won't
you go?
fight.
Oh,
Oh,
you won't?
No. I would like to be in that position, but for me, I guess it wasn't the right moment because when I go back to France, I can't be like physically injured or physically not. I can't be at less than 50%. I need to be. Um,
Fit.
Yeah.
No, I can't be physically compromised.
Ah, okay.
That's what I wanted to say, yeah. Because I need to do stuff with my body, and so I'm studying stunts. I'm in a stunt school.
Ah, cool. Okay.
Yes, and yeah, the time I have to recover from a fight would be too short for me to, I guess, to.
It's like 3 4 weeks to recover.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just that I can win or lose. It doesn't matter, but I can be kicked in the leg, and
Yeah.
I can walk for a few days, and
Mm.
that's okay because I can take care of it. But if I go and I make lots of sports or activities with my body, I can get more injured,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's bad.
yeah.
But after serious fight, how long do they take for recovery? Minimum 2 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I think 3 4 even.
yeah. They will go back to training, but maybe no sparring, for a
sparring.
while, for 1 week, 2 weeks, depends on how injured you are.
Yeah.
Some guy, he went to a fight, but he got back on Monday morning, and
Maybe
trained.
he wasn't touched so much. He could.
Yeah, he had a few bruises, but it was okay.
Yeah, that's
But
pretty minor.
when it touches your um, movement ability, that's
Yeah, yeah.
I downloaded on your phone.
Oh, you did.
It's 1 minute 30 because it doesn't load at all. I don't know if it's the connection or anything.
But now you.
Did you go
figured
to-
it out. You like
Did
fixed
you
it
go to
now
the
and-
fights last night?
Yes,
I just
yes.
downloaded
How were
on
they?
your phone.
Yeah,
So.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The
Did-
guys gave everything they had. It was like really.
Was it people from your gym?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and one of our guy won the last fight. So it
Oh,
was
awesome.
great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was his second fight, I guess.
Okay.
And we had also one of our trainer who fought, but he lost.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was really disappointed because he wanted to make us so proud of himself.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, we were so proud if we win.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was very very touching. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
guess as long as you can express yourself in the ring and you can do what you want to learn what you're good at, it's cool.
Yeah, and you see that, going back to your question earlier, when you see that a lot in professional fighters. They have their go-tos.
Yes.
They have their moves that are,
Yeah.
you know, it's, for example, the Mike Tyson left hook.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of his go-tos, the sidestep, duck under, come up. I mean, that was, he knocked a lot of people out with that. And
Also the left hook, left uppercut.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess in fighting you try to put your opponent in uh, um, your own expertise, your own strength, your specialty.
Mm.
Like if you're good at clinching, yeah, you want to try to get closer to your opponent so he gets into your trap.
Ah, sure, makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
maybe if you're good at in MMA, if you're good at wrestling, you want to close the distance to be able to.
Well, yeah, you
go on
want to
the
take them
ground.
down.
Or if you're good at kickboxing, you just stay straight and
Yeah, you gotta
try
stay up.
to push him out.
You know what I learned super important? When I teach you how to fight, like you said, like you break somebody's elbow or something like that, it shouldn't be fair and it shouldn't be long. Like quick, you touch me, boom, boom, finish. It's never so long. In the ring, you need stamina. The last thing you want is to get tired.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
different. This is why they start with running. Before they do all the training after running. It's all high stamina, high.
Yeah, and we saw that yesterday because I guess the guys who had more stamina won the fights
If it's not,
because they have almost the same levels of skills.
Mm.
And it's just and they have so many adrenaline running into their bodies, so they doesn't feel pain,
Yeah,
so
right.
they can take more than they can usually in a
so
normal.
when there is no knockout punches,
Uh-huh.
when it goes to the later rounds,
Yes.
It's only
It's
stamina will win.
only stamina.
It's only stamina will
Yes.
win.
Yeah.
Which is why you won't see me in a ring without my gun. Okay then.
Yeah. With that, we got to train more.
Almost.
Build up that stamina. Isn't that right? Live stream, yes. Would you mind bringing, are you leaving?
Yeah, no, I'll take it.
Awesome, thank you. Okay. I got it. Oh. Okay, yes, let's get to the next class. If you want to grab a sword, oh, yeah, here's our weapon room. General Guan. Yeah. Oh, you're watching. If you want to grab a sword, yeah, grab a sword. We're going to stick with the stick until we learn the sword. Do you remember from last week?
Yeah, I guess so. I just need maybe to a reminder.
Yeah, we'll run through it. Here, let me just grab this water real quick. I grabbed a tantao for you. Yes, you. Well, you might want to work on it a little bit since you're going to be grading soon. Is he going to let you grade? Because the handle is different. They feel different. They're lighter and maybe easier for your smaller hands. So maybe he will let you grade with it then.
No, yeah, that's the point. Yeah, I never thought about it. I'm just so used to take just one towel.
I know, and then you practice with it, and then if you have to use a tantao, it will feel different. Yeah. Okay. Welcome live stream. We're back again. We just had our tea. Now we're going to begin tantao. Feet together. Bow. Okay. So we're going to continue working on tantao. Priska's probably going to work on her own routine, and then I'm going to come through and check on hers. Ricardo's going to start working on the tantao. I'll come through and check. But first, we're going to work with you, Luigi, right? So let's go ahead and grab a stick. And let's go over what we did last week. Actually, let's go over what we can remember of everything. Yeah. You're going to go with the stick.
Just to the cane.
Oh. Okay. Oh, you want to go this way? Yeah, we can go this way. Right? So just going to run through it pretty slow. Yeah. So we bring that hand up to the Qingming, bring the blade across, step out into a cat stance, because it's as a salute, right? Saluting. Ricardo, would you mind maybe occupying, just so we don't cut right into you? Thank you, sir. Here, right? And now we're going to step, clear the way, and bring that other foot through. The sword comes down, and now we push. Really extending that back leg, right? Getting that weight 60% on the front, right? So you're kind of leaning back here. We want to lean into this a little bit. Yeah, that really good structure. We're going to slide that back up, step out, slice, and come up. All right. Step back, defending, slice. Step, slice. One more. Bring it around, step back into that position. So that one again is just the right foot's coming back. So our feet are together, and it just pulls that left foot into a back stance. So all our weight is on the back foot there, right? Then we kind of shift, turn, yep, and we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to turn around, come back onto the right foot. All the weight is here. Pull the blade down, around the elbow, up, slide it out to the hand. And we have our cat stance. Try to get those hips squared up, right? And then try to get the arms, yep, right? But try to get those hips squared. And now relax those shoulders. Yeah. Right, your shoulders a little up, we want them just down. And then from here, I'm going to come over here so you can see. We're going to lift up that left, right? We do our angles, side, come back into a cat stance. Step, block, slice up into a crane, step, keep the hips squared, stab. Now we're going to bring that left foot back, tuck in the elbow exactly like that, jump out onto the left, defend the right, step back, collarbone strike, right? Let it come through, step forward, make sure the right foot there, yep. Come down into our monkey squat, come back, stab, and shuffle. Now we're going to do step back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left comes up, right comes up, right, and I'll come over. No, I guess I can stay on that side. Now we're going to do the other side. We'll keep going, right? Step, block, come up into the, right? Try to make sure that you're not doing, yeah, exactly, keeping those hips straight. Step, stab, slice. Just bring the foot back into a bow and arrow stance. So not so far back. No. Keep your hips facing this way. Yeah, exactly, like that. So it's just a here to here. Then that collarbone strike, step forward, monkey squat, over, stab, slice. Try to keep those hips straight, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, step back. And now to this position. Should we run through this a few times? Yes. Yeah. Do you want to do it together? Or do you prefer to just try to see if you can remember it?
One time together again, and I can, I guess, do it on my own after that.
Okay. Are there any angles that are better for you as far as where I'm positioned?
No, you're in front of me. It's
Okay. Here we go. Starting up. Big salute. Right. Step with that right foot. Clear it away. Come through and push. Step out. Right. Step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back with that right foot. Yep. Get that one into a cat stance. Have that weight on the back. Yeah. Slice, turn. Comes down the elbow, up the elbow. And now we're going to do our turn. So from here, right, we turn to the left. step out, block, curl, stab, turn, slice, jump out onto the left, lift up the right, step back, collarbone strike, step forward with the right, Achilles, stab, shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And step back on the 8th, and now we're going to do 180, turn, turn, step, slice. But try to just bring that foot back, into a bow and arrow stance. Right? Collarbone. Stab, slice. And then lift up the left, lift up the right, come back into our stance. Any questions on any of those?
No, that's okay.
Yeah? Okay. You want to run through it a little bit? I'm just going to check in with them. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah? Any questions? How's it coming along? Yeah, good. Okay. Okay. Do you want me to look at the whole thing? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. After that turn, there's this kind of kick out, jump, bring that right around. As you bring the right around, the sword comes around with it. Yeah, exactly. If you can, sink those knees into each other, and then that left comes out, and we get that stab. Nice. All right. So you got the routine. It's there. It's coming along quite nice. You're getting some good movement. I would say a couple of things to work on. We'll go through it. We'll work on that end. But finish the moves fully. Some of the moves kind of look like, for example, anytime you're turning, really lift up that knee, tuck that foot, slice. You know, don't just really try to get and use that momentum to turn you, and try to use the momentum, and you can really use, right? And try to get that, getting the knee and the foot really tucked. I know you have high knees. I've seen them. So, you know, it's going to be things like that, just going through and really trying to polish it up, because you got the moves. The routine's down. When we're going through that end, you're here, you come around, this looks good. As you come around here, step, slice first, then turn, and as you turn, then cradle it. Yeah, you were kind of coming in. The first one was really good, and then the second one you were just kind of doing this, right? So as you're doing that, yeah, as that left foot comes over, really try to slice all the way through, and then once you've sliced the target, you turn on the balls of those feet, and then that's when it cradles. And if you're really flexible, you can look all the way behind you. You don't have to. And then come over, salute. And then for this part, the left comes down, the right comes up. As the right foot comes over, and now they trade, and now they do kind of a forward thing. And then this comes down nice and slow and direct. So it's kind of loose, and then it stops. And how the fast you do that or how slow you do that is really your take. But just kind of having that. So the first turn, at least how I understand it, is there's kind of this access going this way, right? And now they kind of go forward. Now and then the wheel goes this way. So the first wheel is, and then you want to make sure to be looking straight ahead at this point. Before that, it's okay. For example, I'm here, and I go, you know, kind of add some dramatic flair. Yeah, you want to make sure you're looking. So, yeah, exactly. You can kind of feel that, right? It's like, you did that, then you come over. My momentum naturally wants to take my head here. Right? Master Ian does, I think, more with the straight hand, and then brings it down, or you can come in. It doesn't really, I think, my understanding is it doesn't matter, except for that when you're here, you definitely want to have this, like, I'm looking right at the judges, I'm looking right at the master, I'm looking right at the audience, whoever I just performed this through, or I'm looking right at the guy at the bar who challenged me, and I want to show him what a badass I am. You know, whatever the case may be, right? Excuse my language, but it was needed in that moment. But yeah. Yeah, just just finishing it. Like this was a big one. Really getting the legs in there. I'm trying to think what other one I saw. This one as well. From the side. When you come here, swing up, really come up into the crane, if you can. Yeah, come up into the crane. So what we're looking for is that foot to protect the knee, and then the knee out at about a 45-degree angle, and you're almost coiled up here, right? So I pulled the energy, and now I'm coiled. I step, and boom, you get all that power from the coil. As soon as that foot is down, that the energy wants to release forward, and you straighten that back leg, and it just comes right out. Yeah, and that's what right? Bam. Like that sequence can be kind of fast. And then it can go back to slow. And it's fast and slow. Yeah, so you can get into this rhythm. You're at that point now where start to put, as Master Ian would call it, the character or the spirit into the practice. So you're not just doing the moves, but you're starting to really be the move, right? I know it's kind of cliche, but the energy is moving through, not just us memorizing it. You know, that sequence there is kind of nice right here, right? It's you step, it's here, that energy is pulled up, coiled, comes out, turning, like that movement is very smooth. And then you have this kind of, explosion, and then you've transitioned into a different pace. Really hold that, let it see that. When coming up, something that you can also think about is, you can come way out here, but let me ask you, what looks better, right? Or, see the tip, it's still in my center line, so I still have some defense there. I still sliced right up the middle of where if my opponent was in front of me. Here, I'm wide open. Like, sure, I could have sliced right through somebody, but now, look, I mean, I'm just like, come get me. Like, I got all this deliciousness right here. You know, I'm just wide open. Where if you're here, you're not so wide open. My blade is center line, or at least at the very least to my foot. So I'm just in a much better position, right? My wrists are not that loose. I certainly could use movement on that. But yeah, instead of being way out here, and usually a lot of people make this mistake in the beginning because we don't correct it until we start to refine like now. Yeah. So, say those kind of things. Trying to get a little bit more precision in your movement. And position and flow. Yeah. Yeah, but it's looking good. It's coming along. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Getting the memory, yeah. For the back step, it's a very short step. It's just, right, so it's like the toe is coming back to the same level of the heel. We call this pigeon stepping, but it's you're kind of doing this. So this is kind of things you want to watch out for. And then when you come back, so with that in mind, it's the left that comes back. I think what I saw was you're stepping forward with the right, so we want to step back with the left. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, big step back on the 8. But it's coming along. Coming along. Should we learn some more?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I can show you what I know from the beginning.
Yeah, please. Let's see it. I'm going to grab some water for this entertainment. So we want the other foot forward there. Yeah. Nice. Will you show me that turn again? Just show me that turn again. Sorry, I was putting the water down and I just want to, yeah. Nice, yeah. Very good. Okay, looking good, coming along. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information, but just two things. You're still kind of doing the step forward on this, right? That's okay. You can just work on that. And just trying to keep the hips straight here and not turn it so that you're doing this, right? We want to, if anything, we want to always think, because none of us do it, we want to think wider, not longer. It's probably tough because you had some karate experience too, or no?
Not really.
Okay, mostly Muay Thai. Okay. Because our stance isn't that long, but it is wide. It's shoulder width, right? But most people end up being a little bit more like this. So we just want to kind of think that way. And so what'll happen is it'll help keep the hips straight. The more narrow, the more the hips want to turn. So the wider, the hips naturally. Now it's really hard to have the hips turned because I'm so wide. It feels really awkward. But when I'm here, it feels more natural to have the hips turned. So just trying to be mindful of that. But the moves are there. Yeah, exactly. So getting that so it's this straight on hip to our opponent, step, and then we turn and get that side. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, keep practicing that. You'll be good. So let's work on this next phase. See what we got for time. Oh yeah, we got good time. So we've just done our last one. We do that. And if you can, you may already be doing this, if I'm repeating myself, strike to really get the turn, right? I'm not using my leg to turn, because if I use my leg to turn, I'm not really using the sword. And then it usually comes like this. People are doing that, then they're doing something like this. But we want it to be, yeah, right? And then from here, we're in that cat stance. You kind of jump onto the one leg, bring the right leg across. Same thing with those two knees tucked into each other. And then as you do that, the blade comes around like a defense. Right? And then you just bring it back to center. And now we're doing like a parrying. If you've ever seen fencing or any of that, where they kind of do this with the sword, right? And you can get it out of someone's hand. That's what this is, essentially, in my understanding of it at least. And then bring the left out, right? So we're here. And now that left foot's going to come out, and the right foot's going to follow, and we just stab. And then we've gotten to the end of the line, to the front. So anytime we're at the end of the front, we come back into this position, right? So this little, and you stomp the foot, and then pull that other foot. Don't worry so much about the stomp in the beginning, right? And get that foot. And you can have the pad here touching as well. Yeah. It's just really stability. Kind of looks nice, but all that weight is in that back leg. And now, just like when we were in this position before, remember last time we did this, and we went here. Now, we're going to do a full 360, but it's essentially the same kind of mechanism. You drop that left, 'heel, you turn on the right heel, And now we're going to do a full 360 from this position. So here, keep coming. Bring that way up. And now we're going to slice with the right, but no need to bring it all the way out. Just bring it across basically till the blade gets to the end of your shoulder, right? And then bring it across, step forward with the left, swinging towards the left. Open up the left foot, step with the right. Yeah? So that's 3. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And if we can, right, obviously you're just learning right now, but we want to get that full hip, knee into it. Like, so what I mean by that, right, we've just turned. As I'm coming here, I'm extending my left or my right leg, and it's getting that hip to turn into it. And then as I'm coming back and I open my left, step forward, my hip is kind of facing here, right, and then the hip comes through. So it's the whole body, not just my arm, right? I can do this, but much better if I can get, right, my full body where I'm straightening that leg and powering through the hip. Yeah? Okay, so let's go over that again, because that was kind of a lot. We start here. We're going to jump out, bring that right foot in front. Yeah, it's a weird little, you can kind of sink the left knee into the back of the right knee, and then that left comes out, right comes out, stab. Come back into this position, and now we're going to do our turn. Right? Yep, bring it back over, slice, back over, slice. So you're always going to bring it over the opposite elbow, or the opposite shoulder, excuse me, not opposite elbow, opposite shoulder, and then we're slicing that way. Slicing that way, right? Bring it, yeah. Except for, you want to be slicing towards the lead foot. Right, so let's start in this position with the right foot forward, bring it back over, step forward, slice, step forward, slice, right, yeah, so this is the motion that we're going for. So from here, right, because we just did our here. But really, yeah, there you go, get that front leg. So you can think about it, the left leg comes out, the right leg and the right arm work together. So don't bring that left leg behind, because you're doing this. And it's not, it's this. Yes, exactly. And you want to do them together. Yeah. Then that left comes out, and then it's just a step. So as that left comes out, the momentum just carries you through with the right foot. And then we stab. And here you can jump. You can, and personally I think the jump makes it easier to spin around. Otherwise the foot tends to get stuck right here. But when you jump, the leg wants to come all the way around. Right? Yeah, so we have our 3. Make the 3 cuts. Now we're going to do something called a 180-degree turn. So it's where you bring that right foot into the left foot, really pigeon-toed, very close, almost touching, And then that just pushes your leg out, and now you're in a bow and arrow stance. Yeah, now if you can get that right foot to actually be at 1 o'clock, when you turn, you won't have to move it. It'll already be there at 1 o'clock. Yeah? So that's the turn that we're going to do. And then what we're going to do with the sword is there's a couple ways to do it. I've been taught a couple different ways. You can just stab, but honestly the amount of power you get from it is not even close to if you come up and turn it, or as you step, you just do a turn, right? And you see how you get a lot more momentum when it's like here. There's just a lot more power. You know, Craig used to teach it where you'd kind of come up and do this loop, but the same idea is to create more power. So you're just creating this kind of circular movement that then allows you to create more power as you step through. That's the Xuan Tao. We'll learn that next week. It's a tough weapon. I don't think I'll ever learn it. It's yeah. The roles are impressive. If you've ever seen the movie Kill Bill, that's the role sequence that she does when she's fighting the 88 and the bar scene. That's yeah, exactly. And then starts going the other way. That's the exact routine that we learn. Yeah. Okay. So let's do that turn once again, just from this point, right? Bring that right foot over, but don't step through with the right. So just bring it over, swing out that left, and then just straighten the back one as you drive it through, right? And now that we've done this, what do you think is next? We just did a turn. Pretty much every time in this routine when we do a turn, we do that. For whatever reason, on this part, we don't do both legs. We just do the right part, the right leg. We don't do the left. Right? And then we start another sequence to the front. But we'll work on that. But the next sequence is the big finale. You do a right? So let's build up to that. I'm not sure how much of that we'll get to, but we can get to at least practicing this because it's the opposite direction.
Maybe we can practice like just this sequence.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. You want to go through it together, or you just want to practice on your own?
No, we can go together. Let me check. I have all the moves.
Okay. I'll just be a little bit in front so you can see. Here we are. Right, bring it around. Yep. Come out, stab. Now we're going to do this kind of, you can jump again, but we want to turn, yep. Slice, bring it over, slice, one more, slice, and now that 180-degree turn. Let's do it one more time. Yeah. I can do it all day, so no problem with me. I just know some students prefer to kind of practice on their own, so I just gauging really your style. Bring it around. Yeah, really try to, right, come out onto the left, bring that right leg over, yes. Bring it over with the sword, right, so, yes, exactly. So you can rest that left knee right into the back of that right knee. It's hard with my pants, they're a little loose to see what's going on, but yes, exactly. 2 or 3 parries, jumping out again, stabbing. So when we jump out, right, that left comes out and just allow the momentum to take you. Yeah, you could just come out like this, but think more like the momentum, like you're almost jumping onto that foot, and then that'll just carry you forward. Yep. Okay, and now here, I would recommend jumping, or at least trying the jump. Yep. Legs are a little, yeah, you want that out, but you'll get used to it. Just takes practice to get that foot out. $180 degrees. So right here, yeah. And maybe don't step so far out. And what I mean by that is you're kind of here and you're doing this, and then you're stepping way far out. When really, it's just right here. You know, it's just going to be half your foot. Yeah, but that's just repetition, right? You start to understand the principle, and you start to look at your feet, and then you'll start to realize. So here, you're like something that could help you. It helps me. If this doesn't help you, that's fine. This is just kind of a trick. But instead of coming and having the feet be straight like this, right? If you can come in, so here's my foot, right? I'm at my 11 o'clock. If you can come in, and right here, my knees, I'm really pigeon-toed. It's hard for me to stand like this. Like this one is facing one. Put your right heel even more out like this. Yeah, no, keep that foot, yes, yes. See how awkward that is, right? So you're only going to stay there for a second. But you come in, and it naturally just wants to push that other, right? The closer they are, it just naturally wants to like push it right out there. So just think about here, and then bringing those hips square. And it'll just naturally want to bring that leg out. And if you can think about, you're still having one of the feet pretty straight, but if you think about the true pigeon-toed, like this is so awkward, but there's so much tension there, it just wants to push it right out. I don't even really have to use any muscle because it just wants to uncoil. And then, so from here, and just getting the timing there just takes repetition. But then from there, back into our kind of classic cat stance starting position. Yep, bringing that right leg over. Bring the right leg over with the blade. You can think of them kind of working together. Yes. So from there, right, we're parrying. Left, jump out onto the left leg, and then the right can just fall and stab. Yep. Yeah, so you already knew it. Now we're going to turn. Yeah. Yep. Now that 180-degree turn. Yes. And back into our cat stance. Yep. You want to try it with the blade? You're going through the partner routine, yeah? How's your staff looking, Ricardo? Do you want me to look at it at all? Is there anything you want me to look at? We can maybe practice a little bit. Let him stew on that for a little while. That was a lot of moves in like 10 minutes. So, yeah. Let me look at Ricardo's staff, and then, do you want me to look at your Tantao at all, since you're grading soon? Or?
It's in 6 months. 4 months? 3 months? Because the next one is the partner routine.
Oh, we should work on that then. Yeah, I'm thinking you're farther ahead because you're just so good. That's all. That's my fault. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, let's see it, Ricardo. If you have any questions, just yell them out to me, Luigi. I'm here for you. Yeah. Before that, though, there's the oh, you're speaking Spanish now. I must have done something wrong. So, yeah, after that turn, right, turn, right, step, block, stab, jumping back, yeah, just, you can shuffle back into a back stance, but how I was taught it is you lift up that, how is your monkey squats? They're good? Okay, because it's kind of demanding. So what you can do is lift up that left leg, jump back, and then drop down. Right? So just, and then just drop down, yeah. So this kind of just makes it look flowery. And then when you come up, you're in a good bow and arrow stance, ideally. Yeah, exactly. So there's just this, as we do those 2 rotations, yeah, exactly, bam. Then we step up, step forward, overhead. And then we go into the 4. What's that? Yeah, the monkey squat's the unpleasant part, right? All right, all the moves are there, a little bit. So after this one, we don't step forward into this, we step back. Then we step forward. So you, right? So go through it with me. Start on these four corners, right? Bam, bam. Now the toes, right? So from this spot, pull it back, step back with the right foot, lower. Then step forward, side. So you had all the moves there. You just stepped forward, and we want to step back. And then, then the shuffle. Yeah, you can really get this turn. I can get the springy in my right, but I have difficulty getting in my left. Yeah, well, you're kind of spinning it so that you're fully defending your whole front, you know? So instead of just going, and I can get a little springy power there. I can make it vibrate. But, yeah, so from there, boom. And then everything else looked good. But we do shuffle back there. After this, I don't believe there's a block. It's just a shuffle back. Yeah. And then yeah. So the monkey squats. And flow, right? We want to get some flow in there, want to get some power in there. Your hands could use a little better placement, right? But you're learning, so you have a tendency to bring your hands a little closer in the middle, but yeah, you don't want them to be there. Let's see your forearm, right? So this is where you want to be, that little spot. You want your hand there, not here. And the reason being is you just have more leverage. You get more leverage, more control. The second you come in here, one, you're taking away your length, but two, you're taking away the leverage. There's a lot more power from there than from here.
Okay.
So
So this will make it longer, this part.
Exactly. Yeah. So we always want our hand to be roughly elbow distance to the end for both sides. And what happens for most of us, I hate to tell you, you're not unique in this. Most of us make this mistake. Our hands come, and before we know it, by the end, our hands are way in like this. That's almost a whole length of my forearm away from the edge on both sides. You still would hurt somebody. You could still be somewhat effective, but you're not going to get the same kind of power through. And it takes away your length. I just took a foot off of the length of this weapon, kind of nullifying it. Now it's rather short, where this is much longer. You can't really reach me here, but you can get me here. You could punch me from here, right? Or kick me, yeah, exactly. So this is just one of the things you want to look at. That's why the routine is relatively simple, because we want to work on all these fundamentals. Yeah, right? Yeah, you can probably feel, exactly. You feel that difference. That's awesome. You just got to the end of the line. Yep, that's it. That's it. Yep, every time you get to the end of the line on the front, you're always going to do one of these. We do it 2 or 3 times. Around the elbow. Nice, way to step back. Nice work. Oh, nice. Yeah, looking good. Looking very good. Yeah. I saw the corrections that we talked about earlier. That was great with stepping back instead of stepping forward. Yep. Shuffling in right. Yeah. There was one other. Oh, yeah, I even saw you correcting the hips. That was all very good. Yes. On that last part, I see you kind of whipping it around your head.
After this one?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not so much one of these. It's more, if you want, if it's easier, you can just go up with the point. So go, show you what I mean. So this is kind of more complicated to rotate it around the wrist. But what we can do is just go up and now come down. And you get that nice momentum, and it's kind of teaching you to move some with the wrist. That's how Craig would teach it. Master Ian teaches it a little bit more, but that's more advanced. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Is it comes up, and then you can change your hand and drive through. Yeah. Yeah. It's essentially, it's kind of the same movement, slight variations, but that kind of idea, just to get a little bit more power, momentum, right? But other than that, it's coming along real nice. Yeah. Especially since you heard those and you're actively making those corrections. This is, from a teacher's perspective, awesome. I wish all students did that. Yeah. That's awesome. Do you have any questions about any of the moves?
No, I think I got this part.
Okay.
For the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like it. So that was good. One run through? Little practice partner routine? Since I didn't get to look at your routine because you don't need it. So Priska and I are going to run through this partner routine that we're working on, where I have a tan-tao, but I'm still using this stick so I don't cut her legs off. And she's freehand because she's so tough like that. right? Whoa! Ta-da! Not too bad for not practicing. Just a one dry through. Okay. All right, that's all the time we have, unfortunately. Please feel free to put away the weapons. If you have any questions, you can always ask me or Priska or any of the other instructors, obviously Master Ian. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully it was entertaining for you. I'm a little out of breath. Enjoy breakfast, dinner, lunch, nap, whatever it is you're going to do. We're going to have dinner. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your energy. It was fun, even though a small class, you can get a little bit more direct, private. Thank you.
I don't know.